Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with the standard Rivals of Ixalan deck tech. There's a lot of tribal aggro creature decks in the format right now. But anybody remember this tribe here? It won almost won a Pro Tour and did win a Pro Tour in a little bit of a different configuration. Due to the loss of those key cards in mono black, black white is the way to go. Splashing white, basically. So we'll start with the mana base first. This is a budget deck for sure, but if there's anything you're gonna invest in, I recommend it be the Concealed Courtyard. This card in general is going to give you value outside of standard, and if you hang on to it anyways. And they're actually going down in price right now. It's really important to have this card though if you want to play black white any tribe. And then the tap lands, you just got to get your black white, with this in combination with the Concealed Courtyard, usually you're not too bad on your lands coming into play tapped. Got a full play set of the Ifrit Deadlands, just another removal on a land. Tap for black mana. Got a couple plains. These could arguably be the White Desert, the Shafet Dunes that gives your creatures +1/+1. Honestly, I just didn't want to buy those. They're quite expensive right now, over $1 for an uncommon desert. I just didn't want to pay it. And the rest, swamps, filling out a 23 land mana base. So one drop spot, we lost the Crypt Breaker, so we just got Dread Wanderer, and we got a full set of Fatal Pushes. Trying one Supernatural Stamina. Don't want to overdo it, but we got one little trick in there if we need. Binding Mummy in the 2-drop spot. This card is a lot more. Don't underestimate it. It's a lot more powerful than you may think. Being able to this tribe, I think, dominates the creature creature matchups because you've got a lot of things that help you push your damage through. In combination of Binding Mummy, tapping stuff down, the fact that you're doing drains with Plague Belcher and Wayward Servant. And then we've got Plague Belcher has Menace, and we can give Menace with the Lord of the Accursed to all our zombies. And then that plus just the fact that we get pumps from the Lord of the Accursed plus the Liliana's Mastery, we can just put ourselves bigger and be able to push through. So anyways, continue with the 2-drops. We got our Binding Mummies, which I think is a key card in many matchups. We got a couple Moment of Cravings, just really solid removal right now. And we got a couple Walk the Planks that can kill something bigger. So a 2-2 split there. Wayward Servant, the other reason to splash white, we don't even have to get through to get damage. We just have to play zombies. And we're gaining life, and we'll win the race with this card. Heavy hitters, Amen Eternal is just a good zombie. Your opponent feels like they have to deal with it, and they will spend multiple removal spells on it to do so. And, of course, key card in the deck, Lord of the Cursed. Pump our team. Permanent pump, unless they kill this. And giving Menace to all our zombies can really matter. Then the other one, Plague Belcher. This guy is probably one of the weaker cards in the deck, but it's still good, especially when we're just like right on the verge of being able to close out the game. We can swing in with this on the battlefield, and it's like they have no good blocks. You can just kill them because they can't. Even if they block, they're gonna die. One potential trick with this and Amen Eternal. Amen Eternal says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you remove all -1 counters on it. So if you are in a situation, let's say you have an Amen on the battlefield, and you know you're going to be able to connect with it, you can, even though they'll take less damage from the Amen, you can cast a Plague Belcher, put the counters on Amen, then swing with the Amen, connect, and then all the counters will be removed off Amen Eternal. but most of the time you're just putting the counters on. This is putting the counters on itself. So it's still a 3/2 menace is not bad with the fact that it can help drain them if any of your zombies die. Then topping it off, Liliana's Mastery. This is a haymaker that can change the game out of nowhere. It's just super powerful in a deck like this. So sideboard, we got our control package, 3 Duress, 2 Lost Legacy for approach and other control decks, and a playset of scrap heaps against more control-y decks that have a lot of removal. My classic Condemnation, just my favorite graveyard hate sideboard card. We keep a couple in there as a nod to any graveyard deck. Extra spot removal, Moment of Craving against the creature matchup. Ixalan Binding against just any deck that's going bigger than us. And a Never to Return, just a bigger removal spell to kill if somebody's going bigger than us, or if we want to kill a Planeswalker potentially. So that's the deck. I think it's more than acceptable in the metagame. What we want to play against is probably creature matchups, because I think we will be superior in those aggro creature matchups, if you will. And even mid-range should be pretty decent. What we want to avoid is probably control decks. Is going to be difficult. We are more heavily sideboard heavy towards control, but I think that's just going to be a difficult matchup. So we'll see how it goes.